Hi, this is Dr. Matt, and this week we're going to be talking about constipation. This obviously affects a lot of people, from babies all the way to adults, and we can effectively treat all of that. Specifically, when we're looking at constipation, one of the number one things we look at is, what are you eating? So if your diet is full of essentially garbage, it's going to create a lot of inflammation in your body, a lot of inflammation in your gut. And a big important thing with that is that can also affect your immune system. So really, number one would be to change and affect the diet. Now, a lot of times people have a lot of intolerances that they may or may not be aware of. Dairy is a huge one. This doesn't include eggs, but includes things like milks and cheeses. And that can create a lot of issues as well with the gut and with your gut health. When it comes to babies, a lot of times they'll give something called Miralax as a supplement. Now, you can actually do this with liquid magnesium instead. I definitely advise that, and it works extremely well to help with getting things moving. Now, when we look at it from a chiropractic standpoint, it's really important to know some of the anatomy of the spine and the nervous system. So I'm going to have you look at this chart over here, and when we look at that, we look at kind of two main areas. We're looking at high up here in the upper neck and the brainstem area. And we're also looking down here at the tailbone or sacrum area. And the reason being is if you can see these green nerves, this is all part of the parasympathetic nervous system. And those nerves, as you can see, they start up here, they start down here, but they go to those intestines. And so when we're looking at someone with bowel issues or with constipation, we not only want to look down at the bottom, which you would think, right, because of where those organs are situated. Yes, we do, because of those parasympathetic nerves, but also we want to look at adjusting up here at the top of the spine. Same reason, those parasympathetic nerves come down and affect those organs. So I wanted to share a quick story. I had a patient, 3 months old, and I had treated the mom. I had actually been treating her before she even got pregnant. She did get pregnant. We treated her through her pregnancy. Her baby was born, and guess what? Baby was constipated. And so she was a little hesitant to bring her baby in at first, but over time, after about 3 months, we started to adjust her. And what I felt was extreme restriction on the right side in the lower back, actually more towards the tailbone area. So after we adjusted her for 2 weeks, twice a week, she actually started going to the bathroom regularly. And I mean, when I first palpated this area or felt it, it was extremely tight, extremely restricted. So these things can happen from such an early age all the way throughout life. And again, we want to detect these areas, of course, what we call subluxations, and free the body of that nerve interference. And when everything is working better, and when you're eating better, and when you're taking proper supplementation, then constipation is generally avoided. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll go over a new topic.